Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Goring Guitar. I have a great song for you, Morgan Wallen. I'm a little crazy. Alright, I don't think you are crazy at all if you try this song. Nice song. We have some different techniques here. We want to pick some certain notes, but first and foremost, this is a strumming based song. So keep that in mind, and then you can go and do the next level song here. So anyway, let's go into this great song. And we're gonna start without any capo here, no needed for that, and just a couple of chords. So let's go into the chords together. We're gonna start with A. Okay, so A goes open A, second D, second G, second B, and open E. Sometimes you can also have just a bar like that. I don't like to have that when I play the strumming, but when I play the picking for this specific song, that works. So in that case, you're going to place a bar on the second fret and you're going to push down the first 4 strings if you count from bottom and up like this. And then of course incorporate the open A string as well. So that's an option for you when it comes to the A chord. Next is the D. That goes open D, second G, third B, and second E. And then we have the E chord, and that goes open E, second A, second D, first G, open B, and open E. And the final chord is the F sharp minor. So that means a bar chord where you play the index finger on the second fret and you push down all strings there, and then you need to add fourth on A and fourth on D. Alright, so 4 chords there. A, D, E, and F sharp. Now, let's take a look at the verse play. And you can see that in the song here for it, you can go with the picking based pattern. That's what I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to give you one pattern. And that is not played exactly in the same way throughout the song because it's impossible to teach exactly how it's played here because it changes constantly, okay? So I'm going to give you a pattern that works and that is very close to what is played, and sometimes actually it's played like this. So let's go into the first chord, and that's the A. You grab that chord and you're going to play like this. So hold the chord as it is, and important here is to get the first thing right, the open A together with second B. These two notes, and then you pick 3 times from the actual chord. Wherever you want, I play here the bass, and I alternate with the higher notes, and back to bass. So 3 times. So first pick, and then 3 times wherever you want. Okay, then comes the D chord, and that is very specific like this. So it's open D together with open E. And then you hammer on to get the second D. So you start with that position. I hold the chord actually as it is, almost. I have the open E first, but I start with that and then I hammer on to get the full chord there. The second fret E string saw. And then I play and pick the open E string again. So I go back, okay? You don't have to hold the full chord. It's actually enough to just play like this, but I have it prepared for playing the strumming whenever I want. So that's the reason for me having the full chord holding that, since yeah, you can switch to strumming if you want as well. So that's the D part. And then you go back to A again. You play like this. So that is to pick the open A and second B again together. Then 2 times where we want from the actual chord. And then I like to play these 2 notes. And that's the second D and second G. And then I finish off with 4 times wherever we want from this chord. Just pick. And that ends 1 round, okay? So slowly goes like this. Okay, in tempo. Okay, you're gonna play that for the first 2 rounds. Okay, so 2 rounds of that. The third round starts in the same way. Okay, so the first A and the first D is played in the same way. So This is the third round. Now you're gonna switch out the last A with the F sharp instead. So you're gonna hold the chord as it is, the F sharp. That's what I'm doing, and you're gonna play like this for 2 rounds. So what you do here is to pick the 2nd fret E string in the bass together with the 2nd B. You have that from the bar. Then 2 times wherever you want from the chords. And then comes this part, which is the 2nd fret G string, still from the bar. Then 2nd fret E string in the bass. And 2nd fret B from the bar. So you see, actually, you can just have the bar if you want to, and just hold that. But then be careful, you don't have the choice to pick wherever you want. You have to avoid the A and the D string if you don't hold the full chords. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You're going to play that part for 2 times. So this 3rd round ends with this F sharp for 2 times. So it goes like this. And then the 4th round is played in the exact same way as the first 2 rounds. The only difference here is you're going to replace the first A now with this still F sharp. So you just stay with that F sharp from the 3rd round and keep that to start the 4th round. So you're just going to play the F sharp and follow the pattern as you play it for A. So that means you're going to pick this first E and B string together, and then 3 times or whatever choice you want to. And continue in the same way as the first 2 rounds with D and A. Okay, so there you have a verse play of 4 rounds. So 4 rounds makes up 1 verse. So there you have that explained, and this song actually is played with the first 2 verses right after each other. So that means you're going to play 2 times of all of these 4 rounds after each other. That's the first 2 verses. Then we're going to jump into the chorus, and now we're going to utilize the strumming pattern. So we need to learn that. So grab the first chord, that's the A, and 1 string around goes. We need to divide this into 2 different parts. So the first part is the first 2 downs. And part 2 is down, down, up. So together it will be down, 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 up. Okay, so 1 full round is, and a couple rounds. Okay, and this chorus now starts at 46 seconds in the lyrics, oh, once you get to know me. Okay, so we're gonna start with A. You're gonna play 1 full round plus part 1, so that means down, 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 up, then down, down. Then you switch to D and play part 2, down, down, up. And then you repeat all that again with A, 1 full round plus part 1. And then D, part 2. So far you've done that 2 times. And then you're going to end with A, 1 full round. Then E, 1 full round. And A, 2 full rounds. Yeah, slipped on 1 string there. Anyway, think you understand. That is 1 chord progression round to start with. This is not the full course, how you play it, but you're going to play that part for 2 times. So let's do 1 round together. You're going to play it for 2, but 1 is enough. Let's go. Okay, so you played 2 rounds of that, and then you're going to finish off with the last part of this chorus. You're going to play A, 1 full round, then D, part 2, and F sharp, 2 full rounds. Let's start with that. So and then you're going to finish off with staying on the F sharp and play another 1 round, full round, and then D, part 2. And that is actually the end of the chorus. But then it continues in some way with an instrumental part that goes from this D part 2, and it continues with A 1 full round plus part 1, D part 2, and A 2 full rounds, like this. And that is the instrumental kind of post-chorus parts. Okay, so there you have it. Now we're gonna jump back into the third verse. Remember, we played the first two before, so now we're into the third verse. It's played exactly in the same way, but of course it's just one verse, so only these 4 rounds you're gonna play now. And after that third verse, you're gonna go into the second chorus, played exactly in the same way. The only difference here is the last thing here where we play the F sharp minor 1 and D part 2. You're gonna to that add A 2 full rounds. Okay, so the last thing that happens here in the chorus is to play A 1 full round, D part 2, F sharp 2 full rounds, and then we have the still F sharp 1 full round, D part 2, and add A 2 full rounds. Okay. So after that second chorus, we're gonna come into the solo part. It happens about 2 minutes and 25 seconds in. What you're gonna play here is to play the first part of the chorus, okay? So the chorus, we had A 1 full round plus part 1, then D part 2, and then A 1 full round part 1, and D part 2 again, so repeats there, and then A 1 full round, E 1 full round, and A 2 full rounds. That is what you're gonna play for the solo for 2 rounds, okay? 2 rounds of that. And then finally we have the outro part left. What you're going to do now is to play the verse play for 1 round. Imagine you play the 4th verse, and that, my friends, is what ends Morgan Wallen's I'm a Little Crazy. So yeah, he's not too crazy for making this song, at least. It's a great song, so give it a try. If you like guitar playing, then this is one song to go for. It has a little bit different techniques, pretty easy chords, so yeah, give it a try. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to support me any way you can. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, and play tuned.